That's right, baby. We get 2 hag streams today. 2 hag streams. Okay, Twitch is working, YouTube is not. I can probably just do this. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Double hag! I mostly am doing this because I want to knock out chapters 13 and 14. Because Roadside 2 is going to be a little bit jank from the technical end. Since I want to make, Vasilki auto level. At first I was like, oh no, YouTube out here giving me a notification for a stream from hours ago. Nope, it's another stream. Dahl Gaming, baby. Dahl Gaming. We have 6 unit reviews to do. Chat, we have 6 unit reviews to do. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. They're in pairs. Delilah's eyebrows are so powerful. They're in pairs. So I'm gonna let y'all vote on what pair we do first. While that's going on, I am gonna go to camp, do the base camp stuff. Oh, right, Ophelia and Teresa have a support. I forgot about that. I mean, that's good because Ophelia sometimes becomes Teresa and they can be like an air force together. I believe this is where we choose? Yeah, a dilemma. Well, gotta pause for dramatic effect. Alright, thanks for indulging me. Answer me this, Kyra, but beware, your choice may have consequences! Dahl will sweep everything, poll included. Trust. Delilah sentenced the convoy until Kyra trusts her. Lances or axes, which do you hate the most? I think, as bad as this is, I think we say ew axes. We get an axe crusher? Because the axe crusher can go on... Like, what sword units do we have that we care about? Jane and Delilah? That's it. Whereas our lance units are like Dahl Gaming Official, Wolfric VGC... the generals, the flyers. I think basically everyone, like, we're gonna have a lot of lance users, basically. Even the weapons have, this is the Aaron Samson chapter, isn't it? Axes are my favorite, you know. Don't worry, I won't take offense about it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Oh, right, and we get a second repair hammer, too. I forgot. So we made our choice. We're gonna get the Axe Crusher. Oh, right. They hate each other. The goat! He's powered up even more! This was a good base. We get a repair hammer, Alonzo powered up, Teresa Ophelia support. Like, that's all super relevant. It looks like Evil Yuri is currently winning. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na. Stay strong, Dahl gamers. Next time. Alright, I guess we do unit reviews now. Let's start with Evil Yuri, which is Delilah and Jane. So, Delilah is the first of the kind of middling units that has an authority star as the sort of selling point for like why you might want them over other units that are slightly better. She's not awful. She's sort of like the physically based Myrmidon with 11 strength and 16 speed, as opposed to Kairos being basically a mage. Although 9 magic is decent if you send her into Spell Sword, which I think you usually want to. She has 12 base magic, and she'll be like kind of just a fast mage. You know, Lu-goaded, Merrick archetype, all that stuff. Her HP's fine. Her strength's like fine, and she's got good growths in those areas. 65% HP, 45% strength, 35% magic. Like I said, she's fine magically. 40% skill, 50% speed, 65 luck, and then 10 defense and 30 res. Not bulky. It's what you expect from a Myrmidon. She's probably the only unit that, like, potentially cares about going Swordmaster. You get 4 strength from the Swordmaster promotion and a crit boost, but I think Opportunist from Spell Sword is usually just better. And just like having tome access. And Spell Sword still get 2 strength, so it's only a 2 strength difference. Yeah, she's pretty alright. A leadership star definitely, like, goes a long way towards selling her. But she's just a speedy unit with decent hybrid offenses. Not much else to say. Oh, right, she supports Jane. I think, yeah, they start with C and it grows over time. So that's kind of cool, because Jane is kind of phenomenal. But yeah, Delilah, as is kind of going to be the pattern with the retainers, not phenomenal, not great. In a cast of so many good units, being just okay is a bad place to be. Like, by no means is she unusable. I've used her in a full playthrough. She just doesn't really have that much else going on. Even 16 speed, right? Which is like, I think she's our fastest unit right now, except for maybe Lopez. But that's because of 0 growths, right? 16 speed isn't the Speedy Gonzalez in a growth setting that it is right now. So she's fine. She's the very definition of fine with a leadership star. Jane, on the other hand, is physical Lolina. She has big fuck-off strength and almost nothing else of note. Her bases, her non-strength bases are like okay, but her growths really show you she's here to do one thing, and it's hit hard. 85% HP growth, 75% strength growth on the 17 base before promotion. And then all of her other growths are awful. 15% magic, 35% skill, 40% speed. I guess not awful, it's okay. 30% luck. 30% defense is actually pretty good. Oh, it's 40% luck, 30% defense, and then 5 res. So yeah, 30% defense is actually pretty good. 10 base is also okay. Combine that with like 85% HP and 33 base. She's decently tanky. She's slow as shit though. Like, the normal rock is kind of Jane's personal property. But she doesn't need to, it's like, she doesn't care about doubling stuff because she just hits super hard. As a bounty hunter, she gets Thunderstorm and 4 more strength. I believe it's like 2 energy drops and she one-shots endgame Great Knights with the Wolf Bale. She's kind of ridiculous. Jane is going to be a big part of 0% growths, I guarantee it. Calling her physical Lilina is also, I guess, a little bit of a disservice, because Lilina's other big problem is she starts behind. Like, she's got good magic growth, but she starts out at, like, level 1 or whatever. Jane's level 10, and she has a really fucking good base. So, like, she's physical Lilina if Lilina locked the fuck in. But yeah, that's, kind of all there is to say about that. Just get big fuck-off blades and hit everything as hard as you can. And before we unit review the red units, I think we should also check out her Hoplite sprite, but obviously Bounty Hunter looks cooler and is better. For her particularly, like, this is one of the few times you pass up Hoplite. Because Jane doesn't care about the triangle, she just cares about smacking things. Also, Spell Sword looks so good. Female Spell Sword looks so good. Yay! Violence! Perry-coded. Alright, now we have Dahl's Sweep versus Conan the Librarian. And I guess these guys are here too. This is an interesting Aaron versus Samson because it manages to simultaneously be kind of trash versus garbage and also pretty one-sided, or at least before the Dahl buffs it was. I think it's probably closer now. We are going with Dahl, who I previously would never have gone with. Like, I thought he was easily the worst. So I guess we should talk about Zacchaeus and Conan first. Conan is kind of what you expect from Berserker. Specializes in strength and speed. The skill specialization is not typically what I think of as Berserker. I think of Berserkers as having skill issues. But 14 strength, you know. 18 skill, 16 speed, 13 defense. It's alright. He does alright physical combat. The biggest issue with Conan, I think, is that kind of similar to Delilah, his stats are just okay. Crit bonus, 15 crit bonus is not enough. Even though he starts with a killer weapon, like, he only has, what, 34 crit before enemy luck? Yeah, or 54 crit before enemy luck. It's just not enough. It's not reliable enough. There's not that many spaces for mountain walking either. Next map has, like, a mountain you kind of care about, and there's one other map that has, like, a mountain range you care about, but even then you're walking, like, one tile at a time. You can rescue drop him, because he's got 14 con, but, like, you've got people who can rescue drop 14 conners, right? So you can rescue him onto the mountain. That's sort of what I do if I want to do mountain strats with him, but he's mostly just, like, filler axe combat. Unfortunately, some of the best units you have are axe units, so he's fighting over the good weapons with people who are probably outclassing him in a growth setting. I don't know, he's alright. I know that in pre-version 2.0 runs, he was sort of looked at as the 0% god. I guess I should say what his growths are. Even though he is promoted, he'll, you know, gain experience. 95% HP, 40% strength, 20% magic, 50% skill, 50% speed, 20% luck, 25% defense, and 15% res. I just used the Lord who comes with him. I feel like he's a better Holy Mage early on, or at least more tanky and safe to use Holy Mage. Yeah, I mean, like, so they're a package deal, but we're talking about Conan right now. But yeah, Conan's just sort of like, whatever. He's a berserker. 40 HP plus 13 defense is like a pretty good bulk combination. And he has 16 speed, so stuff's not doubling him. 4 res means that you can't safely engage with magical enemies, though. Even with 40 HP, like, he just gets shredded. Which is not the worst downside. You know, there's plenty of squads that are just physical, but it's something to bear in mind, I guess. Yeah, not much. I don't have much to say about him. He's just a guy. I thought he had more strength than 14. 14 is very low for a berserker. If you... How much would Begonia have with just an instant promotion to berserker, actually? I'm curious. Because Begonia has 10 at base. I'm scrolling up to check berserker promo bonuses for Begonia. As a berserker, Begonia has 12 in a 0% setting, but with a 50% growth rate, like, that's the sad thing about Conan, is he's just like, he's outshined by so many units who have been around for much longer. I always had a hard time using Conan over like Begonia or Fango. He's decent for a pre-promote, but nothing too fancy. I mean, I don't know. I think in a cast as strong as Hags, where a lot of people are pretty good, just being all right, 14 strength is sad, y'all. He has axes. That helps make up for it a little bit, but it's just sad. And, like, you know, there's also the other thing of, like, why are we going Berserker? Like, with Begonia, you probably go Hoplite, right? I go Hoplite with Begonia. I guess Conan has better skill, but, you know, Begonia has supports to fix that. Conan eventually gets supports, but he doesn't start with them. I think he gets a Jane support and one other person. Conan and Dahl share supports, I just don't remember who with. Oh, one of the nomads, I think. Or not nomads, Mamluks. One of the Mamluks. They're just C rank. He's got B rank axes, which also feels weirdly low for this point in the game. Like, I've hit S rank bows with both my snipers. I don't know. Maybe I'm like being too kind to Conan, even when I think he's not very good. Oh, the supports are just C rank. That's sad. I mean, Zacchaeus is also sad, though. So Zacchaeus is a holy mage. 16 magic is actually pretty good. It's basically his only good stat. 11 speed, sure, whatever. And then a mixed bulk of 8 defense, 8 res. Although neither of those are going up that much. His growths are pretty bad. 70% HP, 40% strength, 55% magic, 25% skill, 35% speed, 25% luck, 25% defense, and 20% res. If you don't train the other holy mage, he's at least decent. I mean, so Zacchaeus, and this applies to Simeon as well, but sort of shows up, and it's more likely you don't have a trained mage, because there's fewer mages than there are, like, physical units that outshine Conan and Dahl. So Zacchaeus and Simeon, like, are more likely to find a spot on your team. However, I also think a lot of people are gonna train up at least one mage, right? You do get mage options. And Zacchaeus and Simeon also want a Master Seal in order to really be relevant, which is a pretty big ask. 16 magic's, like, the only good stat. I don't know. I'd much rather use Kairos or Euphraxia, although Euphraxia, like, skipping to get a general is obviously, like, a strategy. Zacchaeus, at least the upside, I guess, is if you're promoting Zacchaeus, you can choose whether you want to go Spell Sword for, like, better speed, boost his speed stat, or if you want to go Witch, which gets Bowbreaker, which is a mounted unit, which is really good. And promoted witches are rare. It's basically just early Euphraxia, Zacchaeus, and Coronis are your only options. So that's a unique aspect that he has. I've done a Witch Zacchaeus run before. He was very much okay. This was before the Coronis rework. And when Coronis joined, Zacchaeus was strictly better than her. My Zacchaeus. I don't know if he was blessed or not, but he was okay. He's a holy mage with a real defense stat. Is 8 a real defense stat? Like, can we be so honest right now? Is 8 a real defense stat? 8 base on a 25% growth? I don't know if that's a real defense stat. Fia, who is known for being extremely fucking frail, has 7 defense. It's better than his direct competitor at the time. Zacchaeus isn't just competing with Simeon, he's competing with everyone else on your team for a deploy slot. I would much rather, like, if I'm gonna be a frail mage, I'd much rather just lean in, go all the way frail, and actually be able to kill stuff. Which Zacchaeus struggles to do. I don't think he's particularly good. I don't think any of these 4 are particularly good. Mage Knight makes it 10. The Witch promotion gives 2 defense, yes. So we're sinking a Master Seal into this guy immediately, and then he's got 10 defense. That's not a real defense stat. He's not bulky. If he goes Witch, he's probably worse than Euphraxia Witch, but almost certainly better than Coronis. Yeah, I mean, the Coronis rework means that Coronis is ironically kind of competing with snipers more than she is competing with the other mages. But Zacchaeus is like, basically, if you went late Euphraxia, but you still want a Witch, he's your only reasonable option, which is a good place to be. But I still think he's kind of bad. I still think he's kind of bad. I don't even really penalize him for the opportunity cost, though, because both of these guys are kind of lame. But, like, both of these guys are kind of lame, too. I guess we started with Conan, so we can start with Dahl. Dahl underwent some pretty serious reworks in the transition to 2.0, and I think that he's just better now. There's a reason we're picking Dahl instead of Conan, whereas, like, normally I would pick Conan. Dahl has hybrid offenses, like, he's good strength and magic, and he's got hybrid defenses. Not great. Like, I was just saying with Zacchaeus, 10 defense isn't great. In fact, I think his defenses match Zacchaeus's as a witch, right? Yeah, Zacchaeus gets 2 res, 2 defense as a witch. So really the only difference is their HP. Dahl has a little bit more HP. But I think having decent speed, decent luck, decent skill, decent magic, decent strength, like, he's the red mage. Jack of all trades, master of none. I guess his growth rates lean him kind of magically, right? Let me pull up the Dahl growth rates. 70% HP. Oh no, they're once again red mage coded. 45 strength, 45 magic, 40% skill, 45 speed, 30 luck, 20 defense, 20 res. Damn, do I really actually want this guy? I mean, I guess it's 0 growth, so that doesn't matter, but he's kind of just like the guy of all time. I think Dahl's the best out of a pretty mediocre bunch. I am inclined to agree post-rework. It's funny because I think pre-Dahl buffs, he was easily the worst of the 4 of them. But now I think Dahl is probably the best of the 4 of them. But, like, being better than Zacchaeus, Conan, and Simeon, That's like the ultimate you did it gold star. Generic brand Fazang. Don't compare him to my goat. He gets a crit bonus, like that's cool. The Berserker has 14 strength and this guy has 15. Yeah, so Dahl has less speed. Like Conan is faster and bulkier, like 13 defense, 40 HP versus not you. 10 defense, 36 HP, and then like 15 speed versus what was it, 16? So it's not that much different. Dahl also uses lances, which are easily the worst weapon type in the game. But the Ice Spear's pretty good. 9 might magic. Like, I don't know. We're gonna see if the Dahl sweep works. Pre-update Dahl was honestly one of the worst units. Yeah, I didn't have him in F tier, but I had him at the very bottom of D. Like, I had him below Jason. And now I think he's better. He gets the same supports as Conan, so the fire affinity doesn't really matter, but... Bro has A rank lances! Yo, Conan's washed! What's with your B rank? You were an arena fighter, you loser! Yeah, Dahl sweep. The Dahl sweep is real. The Dahl sweep is real. And in case you're not sold on Dahl sweep, I also think Simeon is just usually better than Zacchaeus. It's weird though. So if we're talking about like the uniqueness of classes, Zacchaeus is one of the very few options for Witch, and even though he's worse than Euphroxia, there's very good reasons why you might skip Euphroxia because, like general Euphroxia, right? Simeon, on the other hand, he's competing with a Kate, a unit that you're probably not skipping. And Druid is like, and he's also competing with Fazang, who's like ROM hack pen, right? So like, his competition is a lot stronger. But he's also like, I think generally a better unit than Zacchaeus. He's not very bulky. You know, 25 strength, 5 defense, and a 10% defense growth. I guess I should go over his growths. 60% HP, 30% strength in case you want to do Artificer Gaming. 45 magic, 65 skill, 50 speed, 50 luck, 10 defense, 55 res. Having the combo of 45 magic and 50% speed means his offense growths will just go up. He'll sort of function like the fast frail mage, kind of like the dark magic version of Euphroxia. His base magic isn't great. I believe, okay, unless the bot is incorrect, his base magic is actually lower than it is as an enemy. He has 11 base magic. He might have gotten buffed and the bot might be incorrect. But in general, I think he is gonna be the more traditional mage stat layout. And that's pretty good. I guess. Like, I don't know. He's like fine. He's like fine. Druid's a good class, like getting early Tomebreaker. I think early Tomebreaker is probably better than early Bowbreaker. Because you end up enemy phasing tomes more often than you do archers. So I sort of prefer it that way. I guess if you're really desperate for a lock touch unit in like a draft situation or something, he has that potential, but you probably want to go Druid. Simeon is quite outclassed by his competition, but Tomebreaker is nice to have. Yeah, so he's outclassed by the other dark mages, but I think if we're talking like, he outclasses Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus outclasses, well, doesn't outclass, but Zacchaeus is like more likely to be your best option for a witch. Simeon is never your best option for a druid, although I do think he's a better druid than Hecate, if for no other reason than like he actually doubles stuff. But Fazang exists, right? And Fazang sort of stomps him to the curb. But yeah, Tomebreaker good. Speaking of Artificer, I'm curious, how do you think Artificer Hecate is? Helping her speed issue is nice, but I can't think of any other reason to give it her over Druid. Basically that. Basically, I think you give it her if you care about her speed, you want her to double stuff. And again, if you're in an Iron Man or draft situation, having an extra lock toucher can be nice. Heck, even just getting an extra lock toucher for maps where you want to split your forces in half can be cool. So like if you're using Lopez but you want a second lock toucher, that can be good. And I guess the same argument applies to Simeon, but I think he needs it a lot less in terms of like the speed or whatever. Worth noting, Zacchaeus starts at level 12, so he can immediately have, like, he can immediately just slam a Master Seal and go Witch. Simeon, I forgot. Simeon does not start at level 10. So on the one hand, it means that his growths, his like actually pretty good offensive growths, have more opportunity to pop off if you're trying to train him long term. But on the other hand, as a short term unit, he suffers because you can't just slam him into Druid, rock him for like 4 chapters, and then drop him to kick him to the curb. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, overall, not a great bunch of units. Obviously Jane is the best person to join on this map, but Delilah, I think, like, even though Delilah is probably combat-wise on the same level as the other scrubs, they don't have leadership stars. This is gameplay story integration. Delilah, despite being evil, is a respected and good leader. Like, there's dialogue when you visit houses where people talk about how, like, yeah, we kind of hate her, but, you know, she knows what she's doing, so we follow her orders. Whereas, like, no one can stand these fuckwads, and they're bad at their jobs. So they don't get leadership stars. And I think that's kind of cool. When you enter combat with the enemy on either side, everyone on the opposing side becomes allied units. The cutthroats are unaffiliated. Seize one of the 2 forts to win. Look at this Lopez Gaming. I miss Beatrix. We have a different evil lady now. Does Delilah mean nothing to you? I love that Delilah is just, she's stuck slightly less than the other two in most aspects from both gameplay and story. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty peak. Pretty epic. I think we're just gonna send the entire army this way. Honestly, I think it's potentially worth considering. I decided not to, but I think it's potentially worth considering fielding Begonia instead of Jane on this map for the leadership star reasons. Or not Jane, Begonia instead of Hestia. Because, like, they're both, you know, axe combat units. And Begonia has a leadership star. But I think at a certain point, you kind of just got to accept the 3-hit down. Delilah is more of a swordmaster than a magic braid. She's good if you don't recruit a certain secret swordmaster. Is there a swordmaster recruit that I'm not aware of? I'm pretty sure there's no pre-promoted swordmaster. Is there a recruitment I'm just not aware of? Pluto. Oh, I forgot about Pluto. Is your argument that Pluto is better than Delilah? Wait, is that what we're trying to argue? The best unit in the game. Okay, we're memeing. We're memeing. I forgot about Pluto. TFW, you forgot about Pluto. The Blood Demon will sweep. Blossom will be big this run. Doesn't Blossom not actually affect your growth rates? I thought Blossom, at least in Path of Radiance, I thought Blossom didn't affect your growth rates. It just gives you 2 whenever you would get 1. Oh, fucking Fenrir, 24 attack, y'all. Oh, the range overlap, too. Oh, fuck. I meant to reposition Ophelia. The thing is, despite Conan and Dahl not being, like, phenomenal in the player's control, because they have that crit boost, they are scary as enemies. What skill basically rerolls when you don't proc the level up, or am I crazy? Which skill? Here it doubles growths. Oh, I should probably check under the hood to make sure. I mean, I don't think Pluto, or I don't think Plato is going to be, like, particularly good, if I had to guess. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I will be proven wrong in my deeds and words. And I'll feel like Boo Boo the Fool, but I don't think Pluto Plato is gonna be... He has 17 strength and he can Brave Sword at pace. Yo, I'm gonna be proven wrong by my deeds and words. I mean, I genuinely hope he does something, right? Like, that'd be cool. It isn't much, but funny S-rank swordman. What is his other skill he gets? He gets Astra at some point, right? How does that work? Oh, you don't have Kanto Plus. I think it's fine. We'll just reposition. I'm literally describing Blossom. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. He learns Aptitude at level 18. I'm gonna have to go into Builder, maybe on stream. Y'all can guide me. Astra is level 22. It's a what do you mean level 22? Wait, can he level above 20? Does he have, like, special... Does he have, like, special properties? Can Ophelia mine Lopez coins if she copies Lopez? No. The skills she can get are, like, pretty limited. She doesn't even get Kanto Plus as a general. Still worth it. She gets Assassin. Like... It's still worth copying him because Assassinate, like, at this point, he's kind of just a good combat unit in a lot of ways. So it's still, like, a decent option to have her transform into Lopez. But because of the way Despoil is programmed, Ophelia cannot be a Despoiler. He's the only unit who learns skills via level ups. Oh, Plato? Yeah. Pluto Plato. The Pluto Plato Gaming. Look at that fucking damage forecast. If only Tiresias were here to up the ante. Intellius Blossom rerolls HP or luck or whatever. If it doesn't proc during level up, each stat gets 2 chances to get increased. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was just I didn't remember how it worked. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. I knew it was like something different from literally changing your growth rates, but I just couldn't remember the specifics. Isn't there a skill that makes it so anytime you would get a +1, you get +2 instead? Like, isn't that a thing somewhere? Or am I crazy? Like, it doesn't change your growth rates, but it doubles your growths. The Mercurius! That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. It's a 25% chance. But yeah, the Mercurius. Thank you. I knew there was something like that. For some reason, my brain was like, oh yeah, Blossom doesn't affect your growth rates, so it must be that thing. But no, you're right. It's Mercurius. Oh, why thank you. Thank you for the Lopez coin. Lopez coin delivery system. This is my first time seeing the Delilah sword animation. It's kind of epic. Genuinely, like 80% of the reason for Delilah spell sword over swordmaster is the sword animation is so good. Like, it's just so good, y'all. Jane actually doubling things. Once again proving that calling her physical Alina is a little bit, unfair. Also, she looks fly as hell in this purple trench coat. Blossom works differently during fixed growths. Huh, interesting. Didn't know that. Oh right, no Kanto Plus. No Kanto Plus. Gotta be careful to remember the no Kanto Plus moment. How does the Mercurius work in Engage? It's very simple in Engage. It just doubles your experience gain. It doesn't do anything else more complicated. Wolfric proving that him joining literally just because he has a horse is still good enough. Like, he's here just to rescue Jane down south. It's always funny when you've got, like, in a zero growth challenge, that one unit who's, like, way, definitely just here because you want another mounted unit is always very funny. You should hold off until you get another wave of reinforcements so you snag some greenies and don't get pinned. Oh, I forgot the save state turn. Fudge. I think we'll be fine. $25 versus 7. Who's currently got Hoplon? Pluto, right? Yeah. Pluto does not have... Who did I give Hoplon to? Is it in the convoy? Oh, it's on Alonso. Okay. I think we just kill the Fenrir guy before he's a problem. Mimic you. Bum, bum. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You have 19. 15 attack. 11 times 2. Yeah, so you kill. Okay. In which case we go fireball here. Lopez get a coin. Mercurius works the same way in FE3 and Engage. Oh no, Lopez! No Lopez coin. That's so sad. Before I leave, Magic Triangle in Thracia or no? Do you mean, is there a Magic Triangle in Thracia? There is. Although Triangle in Thracia is itself not, like, a super big deal. Oh, I might have screwed up. I think a Pate dies here. 'Cause, yeah. Whoopsie daisy. Um, 17 versus 12 res. No, she might live. She actually might live. I guess we'll have to find out. Out of curiosity, who would you consider the worst unit in tag? Probably Vasilki, if we're not giving her credit for the vulneraries. Actually, no, Plato. Plato. Plato is. Plato by, like, a lot. Yeah, I think, like, Plato's so bad that I legitimately forgot about him twice this stream already. But he's a joke unit, so it kind of, like, him being a joke unit kind of makes that part of the conversation feel like not the most honest approach, if that makes sense. You're so bad that you get forgotten. Yeah, so because that armor was attacking with a magic weapon, it was actually fine. Conan, if you know you're on the wrong side, please join us. Don't be a Camus archetype. Oh my god. The Malachites. Armor versus armor gaming. Leave the dark side. We have lesbians. Join us with Evil Yuri. He's a pre-promoted growth unit. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke unit moment. Hello, waves of cavaliers. So now we have to kill you, who I have foolishly baited over without really having a plan. Holy shit, whoopsie. I mean, that's a pretty good answer to the question I had. I'm glad. I like that convo. I like that convo. Rats. Nine might versus 5 might. Yeah, okay, so we grab Thunder. Kill him with Thunderbolt. Oh, no. We get a second shot. Ophelia gives us a second shot. Come on, Ophelia. There we go. To think I survived the arena to die here, but at least I lived to see the futility of it all. There we go. Okay. Now there's this side of things. Oh, right, you've got a fucking Great Lance. 26 attack. Alright, a Pate comes up here, heals Ophelia. We Iron Blade you with Lopez. Rip Conan. Everyone pour one out for our homeboy Conan. It's 28, 26, Knocks you down to 12. 6? No, knocks you down to 12. 6. Yeah, knocks you down to 6. Yeah, okay, we do this. Fireball you. Teresa has good bulk, haha, surely she lives the wave of calves. The thing is that, like, I think this wave, I mean, especially because there's a bow, so, like, Teresa's not doing that. But this wave is, like, pretty fucking scary for basically anyone. Who's got the Lunar Brace? Orlay's got Lunar Brace. Alright, I think what we want to do is kill with Polonius, and then we want to get the Lunar Brace to Polonius after the fact. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Orlay, give the Lunar Brace to Teresa. And wait. Teresa, rescue Lopez and wait. Hestia, give the Lunar Brace. Oh my god. I keep hitting the wrong. There we go. Okay. Give Lunar Brace. We gotta go Lunar Solar combo. Give Lunar Brace to Polonius. Have him equip fire as well. So it's less likely he kills people and suffers from success. I don't think he has the magic to kill people anyway. And then we take, drop Lopez. Move Jane down. Kyra down. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately, even if this weren't a zero growth setting, Teresa isn't exactly fit to take on those calves because of the bows. Yo, no, not Dahl! Our goat. That brigand is a fucking hater. Let's go, Polonius. Give us fucking nothing. Oh, and they're clogging. They're traffic jamming. That's good. Jake and Pluto. Setting up for his brother, the growth unit, obviously. 4 damage. That's my goat. Look, Polonius just being bulky enough to, like, survive that combination is honestly, with both of our generals occupied up north dealing with Conan, honestly, Polonius surviving that was like a fucking blessing. I don't care that he did nothing. He's not suffering from success. It's fine. Our 4 damage goat. Now we get to see epic green unit combat. Yes, attack the archer at 2 range. Smart. 4 damage better than 0? Usually, yeah. Okay. Now. Oh, right. Axe Reaver guy and Steel Lance guy. And then this fuck face. Okay, Teresa. Horse Slayer here. Goody goody gumdrops. One shy. Who's got... Oh, you've got solar! Yeah, okay. We trade? That boosts magic, right? Yeah, boosts magic. So kill the Great Lance guy. Perfect. Absolutely shredded. And then Hestia's got the halberd. Oh, that's the Axe Reaver guy. Never mind. Viva Zanbato? Yeah. Perfect. Level 16 Lord and 0% is nuts. Maelstrom goes crazy. Not even just Maelstrom, like, having bows is good. She's just done a lot of chip damage, you know, right? Okay, 21. Oh, you're an Axe Reaver guy. So 21 minus 9. They're both 21, right? Yeah, 21 minus 9 is... 12, so 24, 25 because of the Reaver. Okay, so she'll be fine. Hestia's Bestia. Bow Lord in a game where bows are the best weapon is quite good. Yeah, just like sniping down flyers, doing chip damage, all of it is valuable. Alright, Apate, heal Polonius. And she has a breakthrough range PRF. Yeah, that hits on res. Like, that's also good. Plato's hilarious in Zero Ghost context. His skill levels growth from 0 to 0 at the small cost of half the XP gain. Half the XP for massive plus 0 to all growths. Don't mind if I do. Kill you. I'm gonna head out, enjoy Dahl Gaming. Thanks for stopping by. Now that you picked an army, Simeon becomes swole. Oh, does his stats change? Oh, so we can't rescue him off to... That makes sense, because I imagine the eventing is the choice is which fort you seize. chooses the cuts, like, shows the cutscene. That's funny. I didn't know that. That's very funny. I forgot Jane could go bounty hunter, and I thought you were feeling Phobos for some reason. Yeah, I decided to bring Phobos back. He has the secret event where he gets the Phobos sword. Did you not know about the Phobos sword? I love this combat. Horseslayer versus Horseslayer. You're both idiots. Neither of you are horses. So yeah, we get reaved, but it's fine. She lives both of them. Damn, Hestia, powering through! And then she'll one-shot the other one. My Phobos got final blow in my original one with the S-rank sword. The Phobos sword is so real. That's epic, Mafoof. Honestly, that's epic. Oh, green unit combat! Green unit combat! I love that the brigand decided to just fucking attack Dahl, and then Dahl got a goddamn crit. Like, that was peak cinema. Of all units attacking Dahl. .32 attack with the Great Lance, though. Steel Bow is 5 less. So that's still 27, which is a lot. The Great Knights in this map are kind of scary. Yeah, they are ridiculous. But Lopez lives. All hail Lopez. He lives at like 5 HP. But he lives. Like, that's still living. Teresa still doesn't have permission to use the Axe Reaver. I think Wolfric has a battle conversation with the Margraves. Oh, you know, that would make sense. That's kind of cool if true. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hey, you okay, baby? Heard noises outside my room, and I thought my cat might be having an asthma attack again. But she's just laying down in the cat tree, so I think maybe it was birds out the window or something. There were squeaking noises, which is why I thought it might be my cat struggling to breathe. Okay, we Zanbato you. Does this make Teresa a Sam TMGC archetype? No, she doesn't start with the Axe Reaver. She starts with a Horse Slayer and a Javelin. Damn, that's crazy failure to double. Delilah would never, but she also wouldn't kill. Oh, wait. Yeah, she kills. We Iron Axe here. Teresa starts in a speed hole and has bad weapon ranks, so getting her functional isn't free. Yeah, her speed is definitely, like, the negative part. I'll maintain she's got good stats, though. Like, the speed hole is very unfortunate, but it's absolutely workable. There's another one, right? And you've got a silver bow. Shit, I forgot about that. I forgot about the reinforcements. I mean, Teresa just, like, fucking fly over the river and then he can't hurt you. She has Nikolaus numbers 4 maps later. Well, that's just not true. Nikolaus doesn't have 12 strength. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's... Oh, just shy. And we can't reposition you. We could Cleave Bow, I guess. Okay, Solar Brace. Who has Solar Brace? It's Kyra, right? Yeah, Kyra has Solar Brace. Okay. Kyra, give the Solar Brace to Fia. Fia, Cleave Bow, this loser. 8-base speed is enough to avoid getting doubled, which is nice. Getting out of the speed hole is a problem. Yeah, it's the failure to double is the bigger issue, rather than, like, getting doubled. But failure to double is a problem. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that's not a problem. And C-rank lances. She has D-rank lances. Like, if she started with C-rank lances, I don't think the weapon rank would be an issue. Because, like, what do you care about at B? Silvers? By the time you get a silver lance, you've probably gained a lance rank with anyone you're using long term. Nikolaus has C-rank lances. Damn, playable soldier enjoyers rejoice. Is this your king? Sagel, 24 attack. Jeez Louise. Do we have a hand axe for you? I guess we can just have Alonzo. Yeah, Alonzo goes here with the hand axe. Because Seijia's not actually effective against him. Polonius, go down here. Not being able to double in a roster full of units who double is a detriment in my eyes. I mean, if we were playing on growth mode, she would be doubling by now. I understand that, a unit not being, like, Har caliber is something that often makes them, like, absurdly overhated. But I do not understand the anti-Teresa propaganda over the past couple of streams. Consider this, Nikolaus cannot fly. He has steep competition for his good promoted class. Teresa doesn't have competition, she's your only flyer for a while. Yeah! I mean, I think that's the defining trait. I think if Nikolaus was a Pegasus or whatever, and Teresa was a soldier, then Nikolaus would probably be better? What do you start with equipped? You start with the lance equipped, okay. Let's just kill you with Fia and get it over with, or... yeah, let's just kill you with Fia and get it over with, like... just make it less of a fucking problem. The Great Knights are so scary. Everyone has competition, you only get Master Seals. I think the point Klawolf is trying to make is that if you want a flyer on your team, which, spoilers, I think most people do, Teresa is your only option. Whereas if you want hoplites on your team, you know, combat infantry, you are flush with combat infantry. I just don't like Wyverns, so I'm coping a little, but she's not S tier. I mean, you're welcome to believe that, but I will be honest, I think it's kind of stupid. Like, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit mean, but I think it's kind of stupid. I think that the, I think that the claim that, like, this unit is trash because I don't like their class, and the class is traditionally the best class in Fire Emblem, is kind of crazy. I don't know, that's a little mean, I'm sorry. You don't need to be S tier to be good or worth fielding. I mean, I think Teresa is in contention for best unit in the game. I think Fructusio nails it just because Provoke is a truly ridiculous skill, but... this fucking guy. The Brave Bow Sniper. This guy's evil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. This guy's so easy. Bench Teresa? Nah, you're out of your fucking mind. First Flyer bad is on the level of Dancer is a bad class. Like, that level of... I feel like at that point I kind of just don't have to engage with the argument. Like, we're kind of just playing different games at that point, if that makes sense. 16 defense, 26 plus brave, so that's 20, but not doubled. So yeah, we can use Alonzo to bait. Get you here. Y'all have definitely been sleeping on Ophelia a bit. Just being able to be like, we'll split X unit with unique niche, whether that's like Alonzo as our only good combat unit, or like Teresa as our only flyer, or like XYZ sniper. I guess we don't really have to do XYZ sniper because we have so many of them. If I want a sniper in like 5 places, I can get a sniper in 5 places, but... Ophelia kinda goated. I think Kyra is the best unit in the game. Having bow access and light magic with bulk is incredibly good. I think Kyra's honestly just alright. Oh my god, right. More cav reinforcements. Alright, we'll sidetrack to kill you dinguses too. You can reach the Axe Reaver one, so you can kill the Axe Reaver. Oh, you can't kill the Axe Reaver one. We gotta do some chip. Start with the Horse Slayer. Everyone is just shy! Who's got Solar Brace? I need Solar Brace on everyone now. Give me 17 Solar Braces, please. Okay. Kill you, Wolfric can canter the Solar Brace down, and then we can play Solar Brace trading to get Teresa and Lopez to their kill thresholds. Alright, so if Teresa's gonna be here... Or actually, I think it's probably better to... Let's just make sure the kill thresholds are the same. Oh, no, because we can go southwards. Yeah. So... We have Wolfric, Kanto to here. Yeah, okay. So Wolfric, grab the Solar Brace. This is kind of what I love about 0%, is like, now we've got to do weird trade strats. And then you grab this, and now you get this kill. This would be a great time to have Barlow. Yeah, I mean, Solar Brace is just Barlow at home here. And then... What would have been crazy is if I had found a way to do Lopez second, and then Convoy Warp the Solar Brace onto Kyra, but unfortunately that wasn't something we could do. Like with the coin, I mean, right? The first flyer is usually good, but there is an amount of crazy flyer strats Teresa can do because of how Hag's maps are laid out. I think... that, and this is not a problem unique to you, because I've heard that argument from a lot of people. I think that oftentimes people approach early flyer utility in the same way that people will approach like warp. The same sort of, using the same sort of flawed analysis that people will often approach warp, which is... Flyer utility is only good if, or, you know, or to use the other example, warp is only good if we are doing some sort of, like, skip strategy. Or some sort of absurd, you know, XYZ, something to trivialize an aspect of the map. Whereas, like, flyer utility and warp are strong movement tools that you can utilize even if you're not doing it to, like, for example, have Shanna rescue drop people over the crevice in 8x, or have Sheeta fly across the entire lake to skip the Rad and Caesar chapter, right? Even just here, there's tons of forests and rivers to weave in between. Previous map, forests and mountains and village edges to weave in between. Join on Teresa's join map. Oh, it doesn't matter because 3 range, right? Yeah, so we go here. Do we have the lunar brace on anyone we can give you? Forget who currently has it. I think you do, right? Polonius? Yeah, it's too far away. It's fine, he lives even so. Because you're not the first person who's had well, there's no good flyer utility until Nicaea joins argument. And, like, the other issue with that is, like, okay, but just use both. Like, even if you think flyer utility only starts after Nicaea, like, are we really trying to argue the unit with, like, worse combat stats than Teresa is who we're fielding for flyer utility? Like, just field both of them. But in the same way that, like, you know, being in a cavalry class and having high move gives you extra movement utility options, being able to just ignore terrain penalties and cross over areas that normally you're not allowed to is such a boon. Alright, give me that fucking solar brace. That Bravebow guy is fucking terrifying. Like, even on a Growths playthrough, just, like, finding a way to safely lure him out is such a hassle. Opportunist coming in clutch. Yeah, that Opportunist power-up. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, that was the Opportunist moment. Alright, let's take care of this fuckface. Scary archer creature. La Creatura. We could just have Fia snipe away at you. Oh, I was hoping Fia would have a Zacchaeus conversation. That felt like that would be a thing. Don't forget to pick up the Kestros. I literally repositioned Teresa closer to the ruins. But also, do I even want a Kestros? Probably? For, Delilah? Because we already got one Ice Spear for Dahl Gaming, and then he joins with a second one. We definitely don't want Bolt Axe. And we probably don't want Dark Bow. So it's between... yeah, Flyer Effective Sword. It uses magic. It's between, like, Ice Spear number 3... As much as, like, we're memeing about the Dahl sweep, I don't think we're using Dahl enough for 3 Ice Spears, do y'all? And, like, Glaucus can use a Kestros. Artemis can use a Kestros. Delilah can use a Kestros. I think we grab a Kestros. 5 Ice Spears would be funny. It would be very humorous. Like, that is a true fact. I would go Kestros. I think we go Kestros. I mean, like, it's too late now. We kind of made our bed, but it kind of just seems like that. I think we're all in agreement. The houses all got destroyed. Oh, right, he's got a fucking vulnerary. Cheater, you're not supposed to heal. Jesus Christ, Jane. I think we let him heal again, bonk him with Jane, and then turn him into a coin. Just don't crit. I might have slept on Jane. I know I'm using in my next playthrough. Yeah, I initially fielded Jane just because she's kind of gender goals. But then I realized that, like, she's actually kind of goated. Like, I didn't think she would be as good as I think she is. But as it turns out, really high strength go bonk. Bounty Hunter Thunderstorm moment. I think we go for 281s instead of a 66, right? I think with 2 RN, that's probably better. Normal rock out of 10. Yeah, she kind of wants the normal rock. The superpower of lesbianism. I did not field her girlfriend. I know all the evil Yuri... I mean, I used her girlfriend in a different playthrough, but I know the evil Yuri enjoyers will never forgive me. Should we go, like... Honestly, I think we go convert these bandits into coins as well. Like, it's not gonna be the most exciting gameplay out there, but that's like $1,000. More money. Money. Here, I'll put Kyra, like, here. So, in case of emergency, like, if something goes really fucking wrong, I have an escape plan. EXP from the bandits. I mean, it's less about the EXP than it is about the money. Lopez Philia with a one-use iron sword and a ton of weapons she can't use. My goat. Orla, thank you for your contributions this map. Which, did Orla do a single fucking round of combat? I think she did some flux chip. Hey, doll face. Hey, a doll face. That archer's over there begging for healing. Meanwhile, I'm just like, I'll heal my own dude instead. Oh, they're they're going the long way. This also gets bow rank on Lopez, which is always good. Ronald McDonald. The Dahl in white. Yo, I love the Dahl in white. How long until a Dahl-based spin-off, Dahl-based side story? Everyone is begging for it. Bum ba dum ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. I think Dahl becomes a Margrave in his ending. The world needs to know what happened in between. We're all begging. We're all screaming and begging on our knees. Please, Saint Rubina, tell us the Dahl lore. I need more Dahl lore. Wait, that sounds like I'm begging for money. Dahl lores. Dahl lore would make mad Dahl lores. How's that? How's that for a catchphrase? Meanwhile, Teresa bonk bonk. And then Lopez can finish this ding dong off. Perfect. Dahl coins greater than Lopez coins. Mandalorian, a hag story. Ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Lance Reaver, fuck! I assumed he also had a blade. Okay, Polonius Fireball. Will this be the Plato percent run? We need more Plato percents in our life. We need more. We need more Plato percent. Teresa is just a good flyer for the most of the game. I think my... Hold on. I think my chat layout is fucked up. This happened this morning, too. It's giving me Twitch stuff like 20 minutes late. Let me see if I can fix this. I mean, unless Twitch is like just behind, but I don't think so. Alright, if anyone is watching on Twitch, can you do me a favor and send a message now? And, if I receive it, I know I fixed things. Oh my god. The Magic Sword Man. Twitch. That's a YouTube message! You can't fool me! Although it does look like either no one is watching on Twitch, in which case it doesn't matter, or I was unable to fix things. Yo, these hit rates, though! I love the spell sword animations. YouTube. Thank you, Pengius. Okay, so it looks like I fixed it. No, I realized at the end of this morning stream that, like, at some point it just stopped feeding me Twitch stuff. We do it for the coins, baby. We do it for the coins. That's all of them, right? Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. Chat, we agree that Teresa is mid-B tier. Y'all are crazy. Anyway, Glaucus, you're going home. Bye, Glaucus. We now only have one Cav, Wolfric VGC, the true gamer. Oh, right, Simeon is forced here. Alright, obviously we're bringing Dahl. I think Orla's probably Dunzo's. Chat, do we think Orla or Wolfric will be more useful? This map has like some turn-based stuff, right? I think, oh no, Hestia, obviously. Between the, I forgot about Hestia. Laertes' stock is rising. Oh god, we're gonna have the fucking Laertes combo, aren't we? For some reason, there's like an absurd number of Laertes fans in chat lately. Something's in the water. That's all I've got to say about that. Level 9 Simeon, though. Sad. He's an Addington archetype, aka not worth the money. And yet people will continue to insist he's like the best cav in the game, Because if you spend $1 million, his stats become on par with the other calves. I think people forget that, like, they see, oh, the stats go up, so his stats aren't as bad as they first appear. But, like, it's basically you pay money to make a unit who has worse stats than Agari and Wulfric, instead have stats on par with Agari and Wulfric, and I'm already not pleased with Agari and Wulfric's stats, and they came for free. Finally off work, you get a second helping of Pug. Nice! Thank you for the double Pug. How close are we to John? What's our John percent right now? Not armory. We have so many coins, holy shit! That's one map! Oh wait, no, oh no, yeah, that's one map! Holy shit! I just want to help the poor old man fighting for his granddaughter. You know he's lying about that, right? The money is not for his granddaughter. He's like taking advantage of Kyra's situation. It's like super scummy. I mean, we love him for it, right? Like, Fire Emblem fans, we want a scumbag. He would never take advantage of my innate gullibility. So true and real. God. The deploy crunch. Because this map, getting the village on time can actually be kind of tricky. Although Teresa's really helpful for it. Teresa should be more than enough, actually. We just make sure to put her up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Hestia goes here. Gets her hammer. Where are you at, Hestia? Chat, am I blind? No, she just wasn't on screen. Okay. Give the repair hammer, take a regular hammer. Alright, I have to go to the... Wait, I gotta go to camp first. Misses a 98, blind man. He doesn't even have the Makalov excuse of loving to gamble. Dude's just in it for the love of the game. Yo, now they're both on convoy duty with our goat Dahl guarding. I hear a lot of chipper chatter in there. Mind explaining what's going on? Nothing nefarious, I assure you. I have no right to speech now. Will my tongue be removed? Should I continue? Where you two are concerned, maybe it should be. I'd rather not strain our knives with blue blood, though. So we're just gonna ask again, what's this about? You're fortunate. I have no desire to worsen my predicament. As long as you keep me confined to this dusty hole, we'll employ the time in adopting mutually beneficial agreements. Specifically, we're assessing how best to divide the former county territory. The ideal if you could both come out of this satisfied, right, Simeon? Indeed. We're rational adults, able to set aside our prior feuds. Nothing should hold us back as long as we speak calmly and honestly. There's no use in antagonizing one another. The true villain, Zacchaeus, lies dead. Is that not true, my dear Simeon? I agree wholeheartedly. You're far more personable than that boor Delilah. He's completely out of her league. I almost feel bad for him. I'll leave it to you two. Listening to you two makes me feel rotten. Shall you and I talk instead, sir? I'm called Dahl. Just a man offering his spear to the highest bidder. Mercenary work pays the bills, but it is not to my liking. Especially not now that I have my first taste of bad employer. I do not intend on remaining this way my entire life, I can tell you that. You're the kind to set his sights high, aren't you? What can I say? I have my confidence in my instincts and my prowess, martial and otherwise. But worry not. Right now my instinct tells me to cast my lot in with you. And you'll find my prowess most agreeable, now that I am yours to command. Yo, this is subtle foreshadowing for the Dahl sweep. I'm just screenshotting this shit. Glad to hear it. Welcome to the gang, Dahl. May ours be a prolonged and fruitful association. Yo, fruitful. Gay people in this army? More likely than you think. Damn, Orla's HP went up right as I benched her. That's so sad. Oh right, Skymerius left, I forgot. Skymerius left. Well, I guess that's it. If Dahl became Hierophant, he would be Dahlless. I just noticed Dahl is like Nicholas, but a bit older. Oh, yeah, that's kind of true. You're right. All right, we gotta do item rearrangement. Congratulations, Teresa. You get the reset button. All right, I guess the question is now, do we promote Teresa or Hestia, or do we save the seal? Because Simeon can't do it right now, right? Simeon cannot be a druid until after a level, which is super unfortunate. Next chapter, we get Nakia and another seal. This chapter, we get a seal as well, I think. Let me pull up Builder. I want to see what my seal economy is going to look like. Because I think there's like a decent argument we save this seal for Simeon. I legit, like, when I was planning out seal usage, I just forgot Simeon was level 9, the fucking clown. So Loretes is in this one. Is this a seal? No, that's a brave bow. Okay. So is there a seal droppable on this map? It's not looking like it. Oh, yeah. Clownface has a seal. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 seals. 15. There's the Wolfbale Village. There's the Nakia Village. And an enemy Great Knight drops a Master Seal. And an enemy General drops a Master Seal. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 seals next chapter, 1 seal this chapter, and we have a seal now. Yeah, so we can afford to spend this one. I think we probably want to buff Teresa more. Let me double check the gains that each of them get. Because Teresa gets an extra... Right, she gets an extra point of movement. Yeah, no, we definitely want that for getting the village. 2 strength, 2 defense, 4 HP. Versus... It would be Warrior. 3 strength, 2 speed, 1 defense, 5 HP. Damn, she looks good as Warrior. I've never seen these promoted sprites. She's got the pigtails in both of them. That's pretty cool. I think we want 8 move Flyer for getting that Brave Bow village, though. That village can be kind of tricky because you're beset by flyers of the enemy variety. The con boost is not in her favor. Yeah, it makes her worse at rescuing, but we're about to get Nakia. Like, what is it, 1 con? 2 con? Oh, it doesn't say what con. It says the base it goes to, 11 con. It's gonna make her, basically, she can't rescue any of our heavy characters now, right? Because they're all 14, and she's got exactly 14-8. But I think her most important job on this map is going to be Malik promo. Malignite is so sad because the only unit who wants it is Glaucus, and he's forced into Lord. Like, it's tragic. But yeah, I think at this juncture, it's more important for us to get, like an extra movement flyer than just another combat bow unit. Malik Teresa for Earthquake spanning 1-2 range Flyer Juggernaut is funny, even if the tome rank needs a lot of investment. What base tome rank does Malik get? Is it E or D? Because if it's D, that's not terrible, although like LOL 2 base magic. I mean, like, hitting on res is a hell of a drug. 12 con, 13 aid. Heartbreaking! Heartbreaking! Now, look at all the people she can't rescue anymore. I mean, she could never rescue Alonso once he promoted, but now she can't get Hestia, she cannot get... or she gets Dahl. She can't get Jane, right? Yeah. Oh, no, she couldn't get Jane because promotion anyway. I guess our squad, we've ditched most of the heavy ones. You know, it's actually not that bad, the con loss. Because she wasn't getting Alonso and Jane anyway. Is Lopez? Nope, 8, yeah. So it's literally just no rescuing Hestia, which is unfortunate. But if we promoted Hestia, the same problem would happen. So... just as it so happens, the zero gross, the way that it lined up, we have all the light people. Nikolaus being 10 con makes me laugh. Motherfucker does not look like he's 10 con. Headcanon, he fills his pockets with rocks. Cause it makes him seem like he's a better, like he's got better con. So he's like a better soldier or whatever. That seems like the sort of shit he would do. You don't even have Sagel rank, you clown! Oh, Sagel's B. I thought it was C. Still funny. Oh, big sneeze. Sorry about that, chat. The big bonk. Even with Hestia's high skill, hammer accuracy moment. $16. Yo, we're Solar Brace. Teresa's best showing because she saves an infantry unit 3 turns by crossing over the river. I mean, I think the bigger thing that she does on this map is getting that village. The Bravo village is really tough without her. Alright, let's... where are you, Simeon? Grab the... it's not on Pluto, it's on Fia. Oh wait, no, we wanted to attack from above, because that avoids the cav. That village isn't in as much danger in 2.0. Did the Brigand get, like, changed in terms of the turns? If so, that's a boo-hiss moment for me. That village was ridiculously tight, but also it's a brave bow. It should be difficult to get, in my humble onion. He got moved back a little. Oh, where is he now? Oh, he didn't just get moved back a little. He's as far away as you can get. Damn, yeah, that's not gonna be that much of a problem. It's still, you know, probably something worth bearing in mind, but yeah, that's not gonna be that big a deal. Okay, go flux yourself, soldier. Needs fix alien. You got a blade. Okay, then we repo you and Kanto. Time for Dahl Gaming. We mimic... Actually, I think we mimic Teresa on this map. At least to start out. Okay, if you're gonna go there, you can't... Oh, you can reach there. Okay. Teresa goes here... with the steel sword. You mimic Teresa, because I think having another flyer early on is going to be good for us. Heal up Simeon. Dahl has more magic than Beatrix. I didn't even make the connection, but that's so sad, and it's so true. Does he? That's hilarious. Yeah, with the buffs, he's at 15 magic now. The Dahl sweep is off to a rough start. Missed in 82. Washed. Jane, normal rock. Scott doubling. They said it would never happen. Oh, I forgot this peg has a killer lance. That could have gone poorly. Well, a crit wouldn't have killed, so it's fine. He misses the first hit, let's go. Dahl Nation, let's fucking go. Simeon's got such a cool color palette. He's Jagening for Simeon. Ignore that the cap would have just been on 1. Hey, I mean, that's level 10, right? That's all the Simeon experience we care about. So, like, we know we're gonna get Druid soon. Okay, we can Ice Spear you. I think we Iron Axe the peg. Maelstrom you. And then we just Dahl it. Hashtag just Dahl things. The game audio is kind of weird now. Is that the case for anyone else? Dahl uses Silverlands at base. Seth uses Silverlands at base. Therefore, Dahl best unit. I see no flaws in that argument whatsoever. Is anyone else having game audio issues? I'm trying to figure out if that's, like whose end that's on. Grab the solar. I'm not having game audio issues? Okay. It's gone now. Maybe it was a bug on my end. Maybe. It's always hard to tell. I don't see anything on my end that would indicate an issue, but there isn't always, you know, a sign. $20, $22, $12, so that's 10, 8, it's 18. So Jane can body block like this. Hestia, go ahead and get this kill. Oh, in case anyone is unaware, the reason I'm sending Kyra up to the village is Kyra actually has to be the one to go to Laertes' village. If anyone else goes there, Beatrix will just say like, hey, talk to Kyra. Like, I want to talk to Kyra. But if you talk to Kyra, then that's where you get, how you get Laertes. I just joined and saw Yuri, so I voted for it. What does it mean? Oh, that's the order. That was for unit reviews. Like, what order we would be doing unit reviews in. Ooh, if I can get you Solar Brace, then you double in one round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Trade, Solar Brace. Solar Brace for Horse Slayer, and then Canto upwards. And now with Solar Brace, you can one round, and the forests stop y'all from reaching. So this is just a kill. Does Solar Brace not boost? Oh, is it Lunar? Oh, neither of them boost speed. It's Strength Magic skill. Damn. Alright, how's your Jav versus 32? You live! So we have you one range Jav, and then if you can hit 262s, you kill an enemy phase. That's something. In pre-release, Solar boosted speed, but that's a bit much. Yeah, I agree. In my head, I gaslit myself into thinking it was speed, skill, strength, but it's magic, skill, strength. And I should know that because I even used the magic boost on the previous map for something. Speed is offensive and defensive stat, so it makes sense for neither brace to affect it. Yeah. Like, it wouldn't really make sense for the defensive brace to drop you down to get doubled now, right? So, it makes sense. It's just, in my head, I was like, oh yeah, it's like the offensive one. That'll let her double. No. Oh my goodness. Missing both 62s. Clown makeup time. Alright, Teresa, you tried. Return to base. We'll get him next time. Mission failed. Alright, we have you. Annoying pegs. Send you up here. 9 AS versus 11 AS. 20 versus 11, so that's 9. So 9 damage. Have you fight... I don't want you to fight both, and I don't want you to fight the mage. Yeah, have you fight this... Peg with the Iron Lance. We want to heal Jane. Teresa's accuracy issues break my heart. It is very sad. Teresa is S tier, guys, look. I mean, I get it, you hate wyverns, but failing to have a good hit rate against a guy hiding in the forest several chapters after your join time in Zero Growths isn't exactly the condemnation you seem to think it is. Alright, we can bait you... Yeah, we can bait you with any of the bow units, honestly. Or Dahl, honestly. Dahl Gaming. He doesn't have a Jav. I'd like a Jav. Just because hitting on defense instead of res. Let's... Supply, do we have a Jav in there? I think probably. Oh, we got plenty of Javs, yeah. Okay. Trade the Jav onto Simeon. And then... Grab the Jav instead of the second Steel Spear. Put the Jav. You're there. Now there's you. You're a Spear... 25. So Pluto lives? Yeah, 'cause 5 defense, 20. So put Pluto here, Steel Bow. Alright, and then... Move you forward, move you forward, move you forward. Move you forward. And Lopez just chill. If you don't mind me asking, why did Sacred Stoners end? That was peak self-improvement podcast. I don't even know what Sacred Stoners is. I've never heard of that, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I'm sorry that your podcast ended, though. Sorry. All right, let's... Kyra, you got a visit. And we get the epic Laertes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's time for the worst cav. You see, but if you were to listen to chat... Okay, so Laertes, Sam archetype, first off, because he starts out with a silver lance that he can't even use. These stats at this join time is just so sad. 10 strength, 8 defense, 11 speed. The saving grace is he has C-rank bows. So, like, he can kill flyers. Like, he's basically gonna do the Wulfric thing, right? Where we fielded Wulfric for way longer than we should have. Just because, worst case scenario, he was a cav that could rescue stuff around. The thing is that in a Growths playthrough, you've got Wulfric. You've got, if you care about multiple calves, you've been training up Agari, and maybe you even stooped to the lows of using Glaucus as a cavalier, right? So, like, you've got calves for the rescue drop chain. Now, the thing about Laertes, the sort of like the good joke, is there are 3 points in the story where you can pay him money to increase his stats. And that is the cope that causes people to lose their fucking minds. Is, I'm going to spend a ton of money to improve this guy's stats. All of his stats. But it's by like 1 point each, right? I believe the first one improves every stat by 1, and it's directly after this map. Then later, like 3 chapters later, 4 chapters later, you get another opportunity. And then at the end game, you get an opportunity, and the end game one increases his stats by 2, and also gives him +2 move. Now, if you picture these stats +1 in every area, it's still disappointing. It goes 1, 2, 2, and finally 3 plus move. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 2, and then 3, and then move. That's incredibly lame. What a troll. I mean, the thing is, right, the joke, or I guess the gimmick, is if you're using, like, Lopez or some other, like, super money maker, then you can get him to the level where he's on par with your other calves, and eventually he gets more move than them, and he has similar stats. I already don't like the stats the other calves have, right? Like, Wulfric and Agari are clinging to their class for dear life. If they were anything other than early Cavaliers, they would be trash, like, D, F tier level units. Laertes! Laertes is so trolly. It's 1, 2, 2, and then 2, so +7 to all stats. But the thing is, because then people will be like, okay, so it's 17 strength at this point. No, that's endgame. Like, that's the functional endgame boost. The total amount of cash required is also kind of absurd. Isn't it like 10,000 per upgrade or something stupid like that? You have to pay a lot of money just to get Mr. Mid. Consider Mind Scroll Laertes. You can sell the Mind Scroll to boost his stats, I guess, smiley face. I actually don't know if it's even worth it for us to spend money on him in this run. My suspicion is no. First one's 1K. We'll probably spend the first one on him then, at the very least. Second one is 2K. Maybe. The amount scales with each investment. 750, 1950, 5,000, 10K! I mean, the 10K one's not gonna be worth it. It's a bit of cash, but it's probably worth it for 0%. The thing is, right? Like, if it was you could spend it all immediately, it's worth considering. The fact that it's staggered out over time means that he's gonna fall behind. By the time we get to the 5,000 one, he's gonna fall so far behind that, like, that's not worth it. You're not using this guy in endgame, there's no shot. Yeah, even with +7, like, oh, 17 strength, 18 speed, 15 defense, woohoo! How do probo bonuses add up with those stat gains? I mean, they stack. I guess we'll find out as we're going forward. I should probably pull up his growths too if we're doing unit reviews. I just gotta scroll down to them. His growths are very sad. He's got the worst growths of all the Cavaliers. 65 HP, 35 strength, 25 magic, 30 skill, 40 speed, 30 luck, 20 defense, 20 res. Like, it's sad. Great Knight, which is the direction you want to go with him, gives 3 strength, 3 HP, 2 skill, 1 speed, 2 defense, 1 res, 4 con. I'm actually genuinely interested to see how long he keeps up if we keep paying him. Because, like, with Lopez, like, still maxing out our money, the first few are gonna be somewhat reasonable for us to afford. He's the old Jake, and he shows up several chapters later. Yeah, like the Silver Lance, he's C-rank Lances with the Silver Lance, but he's supposed to be a Jagan, except for it's a lie. Next turn is a save state turn. There we go, Ophelia. I have been watching. Is Lopez still hurting things? You bet your ass he is. Oh, are you the tsunami guy? I know there's a tsunami guy down here, right? This guy, yeah. I didn't know if there was another one. It looks like there's not. Okay. Where's my solar brace? Oh shit, did we just kill a recruitable unit? If possible, you want to kill Aura on this map. It makes the recruitment next chapter easier. Cause she's just fucking dead now. The cutscene's a little bugged, but she's just fucking dead now. Yeah, you're still so far away. Okay. Alonzo... Fia's got a cleave bow, right? Opportunist Gaming! You have to keep her alive for the recruitment next chapter? No, you have to kill her for the recruitment next chapter. Opposite situation. You gotta kill her for that recruitment. You're gonna be here, right? Yeah. That means, okay. So then you grab the solar. Rum bum bum ba ba da 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 ba da da. Cleave bow Laertes. Oh, I mean I could, I guess. But we just wanted Solar to one-shot save cleave bow uses. Ba na 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 na. I think we heal up Teresa or Pluto. Send you forward. I think Teresa? The problem is then Apate is in like the back line. I think we go Pluto. We can heal Teresa next turn if we need to. Send Pluto up here. Uh, 14 res, 21. Okay, yeah, so you go here. Dahl all over them. You go over here. Damn, this Brigand is like so much easier to deal with when he's way back there. Like, I'm used to this being a kind of absurd rush. Do you have any other unpromoted units you plan to promote? We're recruiting Nakia next chapter, so definitely promoting her. Probably Laertes. And then Hestia is a maybe. And Simeon is a maybe. Steel axe, steel axe. Steel bow, 20 attack. Oh, is this a... This is a save state turn. I keep forgetting them. Okay, I think we have you go down here. Trade the hammer to Alonso. You go here with hammer. Lopez goes here. Jane goes here. Oh, sorry. Simeon goes here. Laertes goes here. You go here. Teresa goes across over here. All right. Think that's good. We don't see Nakia do the deed. She's still just defeated this chapter. Oh, right. Yeah, no. It's the reason that, Right. The reason that it makes Nakia's recruitment easier is she kills her off-screen in between chapters. Because when we kill Aura, she's quote-unquote injured and retreats to Nakia, and then Nakia kills her. I like Delilah's ponytail. It's pretty cool. The one-use sword. I was just thinking about how much I like Delilah's sprite. Yeah, it's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So this is where we get the Brave Bow. Oh, is that Glaucus's dad? I think that's Glaucus's dad, right? Ponytail has me wishing I made her a spell sword, but alas, I am not immune to Swordmaster's hype moments in Aura. That's valid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Jane, go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hammer you, and then we back up. That's the bastard. Does Kyra have special dialogue with him if you visit with Kyra? Or Glaucus, I guess, also? He avoids Kyra and just misses Glaucus. In both instances, you don't get the item, but it stays open for someone else. Okay. I guess it's to save the plot reveal. Alonzo with the Baron crit! It's probably to save the plot reveal, which reminds me, I should spoiler warning pin. BTW, I'll spoil shit. You've been warned. Alonzo the Immovable. This is what happens when an unstoppable force faces an immovable object. $1 gamer dollars. It saves the reveal, but it hints that something is there. Yeah, which is cool. So, turn Fimbulvinter armor into a coin. Bonk you. Big bonk. It costs 100 gold every time you swing the ice spear. What? Are you penalizing Dahl for using a weapon based on the cost of his weapon? What's Dahl's magic stat? He's got 15 in both magic and strength. He's a filthy hybrid attacker. $15 versus 5. Wowie Zowie, a mixed attacker. Can you not do that? Oh, I guess we still get the kill. He missed. Dahl, the Demolisher. I'm surprised Beatrix doesn't get anything extra when she finally joins, considering Dahl one-ups her like this. I mean, Dahl is mutual with, so like not everyone's gonna have Dahl, and also Beatrix has Lock Touch, but I agree that like, it feels bad. Okay, there we go. Beatrix has tomes and 22 speed. I think she's okay. I mean, like, I think the Ice Spear is just better than most tomes, even Dark Magic. She has B rank Dark, right? So she gets Sage Ale for free, which is a non-negligible bit of her toolkit. I think that's pretty cool. It would be even cooler if Fazang didn't join literally the next chapter. So it does feel a little bit unfortunate. Fazang is nuts. I've seen people say Fazang is bad, and I just wonder what version of the game they played, because they and I did not play the same version of this video game. I refuse to believe that someone can use Fazang and think Fazang is bad. Oh, I was looking for the Solar Brace, but it's already on her. That's sad. Falling off. Meanwhile, not falling off, Kyra. I still remember Fazang's generational run on your first play. I would be lying if I said that didn't, like, somewhat influence my thoughts on him. But honestly, without getting as blessed as I got, I still think he's phenomenal. Like, the biggest thing that holds him back, of course, is availability. But compared to all of the other, you know, losers who join at that point, quick, hack in Hunter's Volley, Sophia can be relevant. Like, mixed bulk dark magic tome breaker? Yes, please. Fazang is going to be a big part of this run, like I imagine. I will be surprised and saddened if he is not. It's so funny to me that he has like 15 base strength too, right? Pure absurdity. 34 attack Devil Axe fucker. Okay. Hestia, the Bestia, give the hammer. Oh, who has the hammer then? Oh, Alonzo has it. Do you think Jane one-shots this fucker? 34 attack. If we give her Solar Brace, she might. I mean, she might without it, but... I'm not running the numbers. I'm just... I want to test on vibes. If she one-shots this fucker. She won't get Thunderstorm, unfortunately, because Devil Axe is heavy as shit. But I don't think she needs it. Like, it's Jane Fire Emblem. I believe in her, I believe in her. He doesn't need it, but it's there just in case you want to go crazy with Spiral, right? For the Fazang, I assume you're talking about? Holy shit! She one-shots. I mean, if she hits. She hit. Okay. That fucker! Was that optimal? Definitely not, because we could have farmed a Lopez coin on that guy, but, like, if we didn't Solar Brace, we could have farmed a Lopez coin. But, that's okay. It was worth it for the hype moment. It was worth it for the hype moment. Big, strong women. Oh, you're the Thunder guy. Alright, who's got Hoplon Guard? I'm guessing Jane's appeal comes from seeing how many enemies she can one-shot. Yeah, that's definitely a part of it. Heart of Gold, Dumb of Ass, my beloved. Do we have an Iron Sword for you? We do. Watch out, it's a hoplite. Does he have like a crit weapon or something? Oh, he's got Omega Reavers. Okay, he is actually scary. Enemy hoplites are either incredibly scary because they've got really kitted out full triangle, or absolute jokes because they're weak to every Slayer weapon. And it's like never anything in between. Oh, and he's charging too. It's funny how Dark Magic is 3 separate anti-mirror tombs. Luna to pierce red, Spiral hit on defense, and Sagiel for effective damage. They really fucking hate mages. Hoplites with only one weapon are just like, what the fuck are we doing out here, man? I know. It is amusing. Alright, please hit enemies in forests, my beloved. Like, the accuracy issues are already a big enough deal in regular Hag. Just because there's so many maps just full of forest tiles. But then when, like, you don't have Omega growths like you normally would. And because of like no growths moments, like I'm not fielding Fango and Begania anymore, right? So I don't have his supports available. It feels like a lot of your accurate, and the hoplites are all growth units, like all of your accuracy boosting skills, except for Jane Fire Emblem, are less accessible in a zero growth setting. In a way that's just like, can we please have a map that isn't all forests? What do you start with equipped? The Sword Slayer. $27, and what did Dahl do? Dahl did a decent amount, right? 16. Oh yeah, they combined for a kill. How does Jane boost hit? Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm gives an accuracy bonus when you have a higher con than the enemy, in addition to a might bonus. Brave Bopez. He did hit B. He did hit B. That is true. What are his ranks, actually? I'm curious. I haven't checked in a bit. S-rank swords, B-rank bows. You love to see it. You love to see a smelly boy succeed like that. Alonso still managing to double. Lopez gets S-rank swords so easily from how much he sees use in the name of coin. Not only that, but you are encouraged to use swords. I mean, first off, because he starts with only swords, not bows. But also because to take advantage of Assassinate, you want to be at 1 range. You got B-bows way sooner than I did. I mean, I've been using him to shoot flyers for a bit. Oh god, they're both in forests. So chat, I just had an idea that I think is a funny idea, but I want to run it by y'all to make sure that it's not actually stupid. So the next stream, right? The next hag stream is going to be 15, 16, probably some others, right? But 16 is when the traitor gets revealed. What if I named the stream Traitor Revealed and put Barlow on the thumbnail because he joins in 16? And then anyone who hasn't played Hag will think Barlow's the traitor? There'll probably be some amount of people that complain like, spoiler in the thumbnail! And then, like, it's actually spoiler protection. That's evil. I think it's good. It's, like, it's anti-spoiler. I kind of like it. Or, wait, what if we put Phobos on the thumbnail? It's engagement bait. Will people engage? I feel like people will not engage. I mean, maybe I'm underestimating hater energy, but like, if somebody spoiled a movie, I wouldn't like then go engage. I'd be like, I'm mad about that. I'm not clicking on your video. I don't want more spoilers. How do I know that you don't say in the first second, like, spoilers, Soder has 2 penises? That's a major reveal. Phobos is is the most obvious red herring. That's fair. Let's do Barlow. Barlow also, the justification is like, Barlow joins on that map, so that I can be like, it's justifiable to put him on the thumbnail. Cause the sort of the thumbnail style I've been going for is, you know, like a character who joins on that map. Oh, I just realized the crit, right. We can't get Hopalon over to him, can we? We just have to get lucky. Barlow doesn't show up until after the trader first comes into play. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure in Builder, Barlow's one of the red herrings. Because there's a lot of FE Builder red herrings where, like, characters have, like, evil trader versions of themselves. Barlow's the rally user? Yeah, Barlow's the tactician. Pericles is a builder red herring and not Barlow. Oh, it might be Pericles. I mean, if so, isn't that even funnier, though? That, like, there's no reason to believe Barlow is the traitor? I mean, I guess... No, actually, there is a reason to think Barlow is the traitor. If you kill Lopez... then instead of Lopez unlocking the doors for you, Beatrix does. So then you can, like, suspect, oh, why was Beatrix there? Probably something to do with Barlow being a traitor. There's one random mage, weaponless, unwilling to move. He accepts his fate as a coin. I have to be careful because this boss moves. And this boss is actually scary as shit. Sarpedron. 13 AS. He's got a Kestros and an Earthquake. So, I think we want Alonzo to bait him. And specifically, if we have Lunar Brace Alonzo. Because that's 25 versus 10 res, yeah. This guy made me reset one time. Same here. I forgot that he moved. Because he's standing right out front of a castle. And in my head, it was like, oh, yeah, Seas map. No, it's a route map. Trader Barlow be like -4 to all ally stats, 2 tiles. Okay. Start with this. Simeon proving useful. Fluto Plato. It'd be funny if boss coins were worth more money. It's, like mobile games with their premium currency. You've got regular Lopez coin, and then you've got the boss Lopez coin. My soul is ready for Mother's warm embrace. Can you say the same? Lopez says, your soul is ready for the fucking coin. Oh, this is a save state turn. This is a save state turn. We get to make a save state just for safety. Just for safety. Just in case. You know, and just in case Lopez gets the devil effect. This mage thinks they have the chance. Oh, thank God. Thank God. That was scary. I'm glad we save stated. The real reason I save stated, I guess a peek behind the curtain, is I need to do some technical nonsense in order to make these two scale up. Because they're supposed to auto-level, but they didn't. Because of they auto-leveled with 0 growths. So, we're gonna end the stream. I need to do some builder stuff. And I will have a auto-leveled level 10 Vasiliki at the start of next stream. I'm pretty sure that's the better choice as opposed to auto-leveled level 12 Fructusio at this point. But, you know, I'll see if Fructusio, what his stats are like auto-leveled. They might, like, Provoke is a hell of a fucking drug, right? They might be worth it. I don't think it will be, but we'll see. Anyway, see ya. Bye.